Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Lara Trump just tore the doors off presumptive Democrat nominee Kamala Harris. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you want exclusive news and analysis not seen anywhere else by anyone else, and you support Donald Trump in 2024, hit that join button and become a member of this channel. Lara Trump appeared on Fox News, and she was furious with what Kamala Harris did. We now know the game plan. The game plan is the prosecutor versus the convicted felon. And of course, we all know those nonsense charges in New York. They were going to use those to hang around Trump's neck like a millstone and call him a convicted felon. It hasn't worked. The line of attack has not worked. It didn't work for Joe Biden. Not going to work for Kamala Harris. But Lara Trump tore her doors off with this, and she just tore into this woman in a way that I think Harris was not ready for, and Harris can't combat. And I, for one, am hyped to see when Donald Trump gets a hold of Harris on the debate stage, which I think Trump finally now making the right decision, saying, hey, let's do this on Fox News. I don't want to be on ABC where they coddle you. Let's go somewhere where you're going to get hard questions. I think he's right. He doesn't need this debate. Harris does. I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments right after you watch this video.
One thing is clear. You have to have a new strategy. The same strategy with Joe Biden is going to be a different strategy with Kamala Harris. She's in her 50s, in his 80s, and she does have the same policy positions. I got it. But the word is that you guys are going to spend $11 million over the next 2 weeks going after her. And the Washington Post over the weekend said that you guys already game planned about it. Two things are going to come after you for. They're going to now, all of a sudden, President Trump's age is going to be into play, and they're going to talk about the criminal convictions in New York. What's your retort to this refrain that began yesterday?
Well, yeah, they've been trying to label Donald Trump as a convicted felon now for a month. That was the whole play there, Brian. Obviously, we know what that one was all about, and clearly the American people didn't care. They came out in a huge way and gave us historic fundraising in the days after that wrongful conviction. Of course, if you had any question about Donald Trump's age, look at him on the stage in Butler, Pennsylvania, seconds after getting shot, raising his fist in the air. This is the toughest, strongest man I have ever met. This is an incredible human being. Anyone who had any questions about Donald Trump's fitness for office, you got your answer on that stage in Butler, Pennsylvania, when that horrific situation occurred. So the fact that they are now changing pace on the Democrat side, right, cramming Kamala Harris in, and by the way, not trying to find a running mate who the American people can actually look to as a leader, who would be a great leader. They're looking at the votes. They're looking at 270, and how does the math work out to get them to 270? They don't care what you think, America. They don't really care if you have the best leadership, as long as they can retain power on the left. It should be a disgusting scene for every single American when you look at the left right now.
So, Laura, are y'all concerned about, look, the former president has had a great news cycle. I mean, you had his victorious return to the RNC stage after being shot. You know, you had the court system going after him. He had some victories there as well. He'd had a great debate performance. And so there has been great media coverage for Donald Trump for once in a while. But it looks like the media has circled the wagons now. Now that Joe is out, it looks like they're prepared to rally behind him. What will be the strategy going forward now?
Well, I think, Lawrence, we probably need to let the American people learn who Kamala Harris is. Let's let her get out there and actually let's hear from Kamala Harris. Let's hear her policy stance on a whole lot of things. Let's hear how she would deal with the situation in the Middle East with Ukraine and Russia. How is she going to be strong against Xi Jinping? Let's hear from Kamala. Let's let her talk. I mean, if you look back at that debate with Donald Trump and Joe Biden, one of the masterful things that Donald Trump actually did was let Joe Biden talk. Let's let Kamala Harris talk. Right. You know, we know she's been the vice president. We don't know that much about Kamala Harris, and we really haven't heard a lot from her. Let's let her get out there.
Donald Trump is going to take the meeting with Bibi Netanyahu since Kamala Harris is not going to meet with him. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I suspect so. They're very good friends. They've been very close for a long time. It's disgraceful. We couldn't have one person from the United States government right now meet the Prime Minister of Israel whenever he landed in the United States. I guess Kamala Harris was too busy with the NCAA athletes. But either way, Donald Trump has been prepared to be leader. And if you recall, right after that debate, whenever you saw the weakness of Joe Biden, Donald Trump instinctively knew that the adversaries around the world were watching as well. And he said, he went out on a stage the next day in Virginia, and he said, I want to be very clear. No one should look at what happened yesterday and how weak Joe Biden is and think for a second they can do anything to the United States of America. Don't try anything between now and when I am president again, because there will be hell to pay. Donald Trump has been the leader we need. He's acting as the leader right now, even though we don't really know. I hope we get a live shot of Joe Biden today, because we have a lot of questions about a lot of things happening.
We do indeed. Laura, thank you very much for joining us live today.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Welcome.